Hey guys, it's Stephanie with more lice advice. Today we're going to talk about how to clean up your house after a lice infestation. But before we get started, if you like the content you've been watching, please subscribe to my channel. And if there's anything else you think you could use help or tips on, leave it in the comments section, and I will try and get you as much free tutorial content as I can. My intent is to help you guys to handle this problem on your own if you can, and if you can't, then to seek professional services. So people always want to know, what do I have to do to get lice out of my house? They're always so stressed out. We've had clients who move out of their homes for 2 months, throw out all their bedding, get new furniture, want to move. And this is a little bit overkill. Cleaning up the environment after a lice infestation is actually pretty simple. The first step is definitely to get rid of the lice that are living in your hair, because this is where they live and feed and breed. Once you successfully do that, you can start working on the cleanup of the house, which is only about 4 steps. The magic number to remember, first of all, is 48 hours. Lice cannot live off the human head more than 48 hours. They need to feed every few hours. They can only feed on human blood on your scalp. So once they've dislodged from your head, which is normally an accident, they don't really want to be removed from the food source. And once they do fall off, or you brush them off, or you're sleeping and one gets stuck to your bed linens, it's an accident, and they're really trying to stay on top of the surfaces so that they can get back into a head and they can survive. Usually after about 5 hours, the lice become so weak from not feeding that they're almost incapable of even getting back onto another human head. So this is good news, because they're not setting up shop in your house. They're not, trying on your summer clothes when you're not there in your closet. There may be 1 or 2 stragglers though. And so we want to address that and give you the best possible results. So what's the first step you need to do? 48 hours. Remember that key number. We're going to do everything in 48-hour increments. So you want to gather up all the clothing, bedding, and stuffed animals. Don't forget hats, hoodies, scarves, depending on the time of year, and even backpacks. So anything that you have laid on, played with, or worn within the past 48 hours, you want to gather that all up and throw it in the dryer on high heat for 40 minutes. You can launder those items if they required laundering, but the dryer is the key component, and that's what's really going to dehydrate those lice. Lice can hold their breath for up to 8 hours. So if you throw them through the washing machine, they're probably just going to be clean when they come out, but they'll still be alive. So the dryer, again, is the key component. Anything that you can't launder, you can either send to the dry cleaners, or you can just bag up, again, for 2 days. 2 days is all you need to bag things up for. So any stuffed animals or Barbie dolls, anything with hair or fabric or fiber, you want to separate that stuff out for 2 days and make sure no one touches it or plays with it. That's the first step. The second step is to just vacuum up all your rugs. In case a bug is dislodged, you can, easily pull that up into your vacuum cleaner and then empty the vacuum bag when you're done. The third step would be to use a sticky lint roller on any common area furniture that is not leather. So say your couch, your sofa, your love seat, anything that is not leather, you want to run a sticky lint roller over in case there was a bug that dislodged onto that. Also, the car seats and the booster seats. If you have cloth interior in your car, run a lint roller over the headrests and the kids' car seats. And then the only other thing you need to do is gather up all the things you've used in your hair for the last 2 days. So you want to get all your brushes, your combs, your hair ties, your clips, headbands. Try not to forget anything. Throw them all into a baggie and throw them into the freezer for 2 days. Once they come out, you can just rinse them off with hot water, and that's it. The cleanup of the house is really easy. What is discouraged, we do not want you to do, is spraying any kind of fumigants on your furniture. I always tell people it's best not to get rid of lice and then get cancer. Also, you should not bag things. You don't need to bag things up for 2 weeks. You don't need to do any of those other extreme measures. And the house will be nice and clean and you'll be fine. But again, the first step is to start with your head. You have to learn how to do a treatment properly take a look at some of our other YouTube videos where we go over the treatment process and also the head check process. And if you can't do it on your own, you may need to seek professional services. But once you get them out of your head, it's easy to clean up the home. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy.